there, Mr. Purchase, over.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Is that a D as in David or E as in Echo?
What's going on, guys?
It's dead service.
Yeah, so I'll read a statement that I saw. So everyone already knows El Paso Airport, whatever it's called, in El Paso. There's a 10-mile wide air traffic control shutdown in effect for 10 days. I wish I could kind of... Hold on, let me see if I can turn this down. Where'd that one go? And then I saw a post that had more information. It seemed like a national emergency, but I can't verify that. I can't verify that the post is official or legit. But when I'm just looking for air traffic control, scanner radio to pipe into my feed, and that's what I think I have now. But here's the thing, like, as I'm on broadcastify.com, like, the weird thing is, I go to El Paso. It's the first time using the site, and I go to the El Paso region to find scanner feeds, and look at this. See if I can zoom. I can't really zoom in. If you could see this on the screen, let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. Okay. So it says here, I mean, I guess it's military time, or maybe that's not military time. But look at this. El Paso Police Department on scene of a traffic crash. All lanes closed. Oh, I guess I thought it said air traffic. But then you see here too, so Fort Bliss is right next to El Paso Airport. And blocking lane. So all lanes closed. Police department on scene of a traffic crash. All lanes closed. And then there's another one. I'm bad with reading these military times, but then blocking the right lane, blocking the left lane, blocking the right lane, blocking left 2 lanes. I mean, that's typical crash, right? Police respond on scene. They block lanes off. But real quick, let me read out this. Let me read out that post. Let's see if I can get that real quick. It's got to hop into the other browser. This post is unverified speculation, okay? But this, I copied and pasted it. See if I can grab that. Actually, just hop in real quick. All right, so it says, okay, this is from Texas Department of Public Safety, DPS. And again, this is unconfirmed speculation. I don't know that this post is legit or not, but it says for immediate release from Texas Department of Public Safety, DPS, subject, temporary closure of highway corridors accessing El Paso, Texas. The state of Department of Public Safety, DPS, advises that the public effective immediately, all major highway corridors providing access to the El Paso metropolitan area. I always have a hard time saying that word. Metropolitan area will be temporarily closed for the approximate 10 days. So, like, they're saying here for 10 days, they're not only closing the airports, but they're closing all major highways in and out of El Paso for 10 days, according to the speculative, unconfirmed post that is, like, this, it's unconfirmed, but the post is saying that this came from the Department of Public Safety, Texas Department of Public Safety, DPS. It says, Texas Department of Public Safety advises the public that, effective immediately, all major highway corridors providing access to the El Paso metropolitan area will be temporarily closed for approximately 10 days. So all highways coming in and out of El Paso. This action is being implemented in coordination with federal, state, and local authorities due to the national security considerations. The temporary closure is precautionary in nature and is intended to ensure the safety and security of the region and its residents. During this period, all inbound and outbound traffic along designated interstate and state highway corridors will be restricted. Commercial transport operators will receive separate routing guidance through official state channels. Emergency vehicles and essential services will maintain controlled access as authorized. Motorists are strongly urged to avoid travel toward the El Paso area until further notice. Let's see here. And then they're kind of just saying like what to monitor. They're like monitor this official site or this came from one of their social platforms. Like what I don't know. Like I don't have the post. I'm gonna see if I can see if I can find Texas Department of State or Texas Department of Public Safety DPS on X. See if this is legit. See if they've posted anything else. Turn this scanner back up. I don't even know if this is gonna really get anything good. See, now what is that? I don't want none of that.
Operative over. B1678 signal location IP.
There you go. That's DPS, right? Okay. So here the DPS released a statement that they are not closing the highway, so they're disputing the post that they have seen.
494.
There has been other reports as well, so we're trying to get down to the official, I'm trying to get into the official statements, because that's all we can really work with. All this speculative stuff it's interesting to, monitor it and, keep an eye on it, because maybe it does flush out to be true, however you'd want to say that. But, I like to go by the official stuff.
Okay. It just shut down?
Hold on. Getting an update here.
That's a 3018 over.
What shutdown? What are they saying?
Okay, they're just going to set out and then we can pick them up. The 9020 is down good.
Alright, this is still
okay, I'll put a ticket in, I guess, if we need to link up to that other one if it's completely shut down, or
Las Vegas. What is that, LAX? I heard the LAX closed down. See if that's true. Bing, whatever, same as Google, says that it did not. I'd really like to pipe in, there's a guy that's got, he's flushing out all the speculative stuff too, the same way I do. It's you gotta cover it and flush it out. Say okay, this is the post, this is what the official statements say, and just monitor everything. Like, I like monitoring the speculative stuff, monitoring the official stuff. I don't have permission to share his stuff, but I mean, I could still pipe it in for like a little bit here and there. So I'm gonna try to do that right now. This guy's got a great channel. I just found him. He popped up when I did a search for all of this stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna pipe it in.
Scribe makes step-by-step guides for any process.
Get ads on YouTube.
With AI. You know what's terrifying at work? When you...
All right, so this is KLW News. So this dude is actually packing up something like an RV or something right now, and he's gonna head over to El Paso, it sounds like. Or he's getting out of there. I don't know, man. This guy's getting all prepared for whatever he thinks is going on. And he's got like the latest updates. Just look at this dude's feed. Like, he's got Flight Radar 24.
RJ, I think he closed it.
He's piping in. Actually, I'd like to turn mine off while I got him on. So let me see if I can do that. He's piping in scanner radio. Yeah, let me turn. Is that mine? Yeah, I'm gonna turn mine down for a second. Let me see what. Anyways, I can't leave this up for very long because this is, this is his content, and he's not talking right now anyways, so I'm not about to get a strike for no reason at all if he's not even covering it. But I'm gonna monitor this in the background. I'll leave his audio on basically, so we'll know as soon as he's covering any details. But he was saying that I think it's LAX, but it's Las Vegas Airport, Las Vegas International Airport. He's saying that airport just closed down. Let me see if I can do a search on X, because X always has, like, that's what we'll do. We're gonna kind of utilize X here to flush out all this stuff. X has like the most up-to-date information anywhere. There's the there's more news reporters on X than anywhere else. And then, like, because they got Grok on here, like, so they'll post like speculative stuff like this, like Las Vegas Airport now closed per KLW News, and all I gotta do is pop in here and ask Grok, like, at Grok, confirm. True. And then Grok will tell me if it's true or not. And Grok could be wrong. He could say, oh, that's not true. It's not confirmed. But I mean, imagine, which is usually the case, right? Like, I don't really trust confirmed sources, but I don't distrust them. But the crazy thing is, if Grok was like, oh, that is true, it did close, then I would be like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. We're taking the speculative information and we're like trying to flush it out, and then, oh, we found something really good here. It turned out it did turn out to be true. But yeah, so we're seeing multiple posts saying Las Vegas Airport closed, but that's kind of how X goes. Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily mean it's true, but we're gonna see list of airport it's closed. See if there's any other information, anything out there. Now here Grok is saying that, gosh, like, it's trying, yeah, this is crazy. So Grok says here, 16 minutes ago, the airspace over El Paso was indeed closed by the FAA for 10 days starting February 10th due to security concerns affecting airports like El Paso International. However, it was lifted today, February 11th, with no threat confirmed. Mexico has deployed troops to its northern border in recent years for drug control, but no new southern border movements tied to this. No reports found on Learjet 45 emergency landing. The claims seem partially inaccurate. Okay, so it's responding to something. Let me double click on that, see what it's responding to. Okay, it's responding to Nino. Nino made a statement 2 hours ago. He's saying El Paso's ground zero. 10-day airspace lockdown as Mexico moves troops to the southern border, which honestly sounds like the most legitimate because no one knows what's going on. I don't think it's far-fetched to say, okay, this is a border type of an issue, right? Some type of a military threat. Anyways. But the crazy thing is, like, now Grok, like the official source, because that's what Grok does. Grok sources official sources, like, official news outlets that have their whatever you call it, their credibility is vetted through, like, whatever. They're in, like, the top 10, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not surprised to see that official sources are already disputing that the 10-day lockdown of the airspace has already been lifted. I was kind of expecting that. It's like Trump administration takes major action. I was wondering and expecting how long is it going to take for news sources to say, oh, that's no longer the case. Airspace is open. Like, you have, like, polar opposite answers as to what's going on right now. So let me go back to, I use Bing, but same thing, Google. Okay. Is the
grocery outlet, your extreme value headquarters, is tackling high prices so you can have a...
Let's see here. Let's just go back to Google. I'm going to ask Bing, is the 10-day airspace closure in Paso? See, that's crazy. Biggest, like, national emergency for security reasons, national security reasons, is implemented this morning, late into the evening, early into the morning, and it's already been lifted. By the time, like, news agencies are just starting to report on it, the biggest national emergency since September 11th, 2001, by the time news agencies start to report on it, is, oh no, it's been lifted. And that's like a classic earmark of the Trump administration, in my opinion, is there's action quick. And you never know, like, is it going to flush out? Is this going to stay in effect? Is what you're seeing true? Is it going to continue down this path? Like, wild. How crazy is that? I'm gonna end the stream. It's like the system is so unstable right now. Wow. I tell you what an interesting start to the morning. This guy's streams went quiet. This guy over here is packing up his RV, getting his tools ready for, like, the end of the world. This is the most interesting stream. And this guy's, like, I don't know, like, he's really good at monitoring stuff. I'm definitely going to continue to follow his channel and see, like, if this guy's got any interesting updates, I'll probably come back on. I mean, shoot, I don't think today's going to be a boring news day, but for right now, I'm gonna go get some food, check on my daughter, and then if anything else pops off, I'll come back on. All right, wild guys.